Well, local school districts are asking voters to approve a proposed millage increase in the March 3rd election.
Yeah, one of the districts is there in Greenland. That's where we go to 5 News reporter Claire Everbach this morning on those votes for an update. Good morning.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Tiffany. Greenland School District and Farmington Public Schools are both requesting a 2 mil increase ahead of the March 3rd election. Arkansas state law says that all schools have to levy a minimum of 25 mils, but they are able to ask voters for additional mill requests in order to improve schools. Now, the superintendents for both Greenland and Farmington tell me excuse me, it's a little windy out here this morning. For the Greenland school districts, tell me the proposed increases would help address growing infrastructure needs and improve learning spaces for students. In Greenland, the district says funding would go toward maintenance needs like plumbing, electrical upgrades, and roof repairs, as well as constructing a new science facility. In Farmington, the district plans to build a new junior high school with STEM labs, fine arts spaces, and a storm shelter. Both superintendents say the goal is to make sure students have the best possible environment to succeed.
We're using our old gym right now all day long for classes, and those spaces aren't conditioned. And so just providing these updates will help kids have a better focus, love where they're at, and enjoy their spaces that they're learning in.
We've worked hard to keep our district in great condition. I think if you come to our facilities, you see that we have some of the nicer facilities in the region, and we just want to continue to provide that for our students, provide them the best academic facilities in the region.
Both districts have requested mill increases in past elections, but they have failed to pass. And based on community feedback, Greenland will also be holding a public meeting open to community members on February 23rd, giving them a chance to ask questions or raise any concerns they may have. Live in Greenland, covering news where you live, Claire Everbach, 5 News.
Thanks for that update, Claire. Well, this morning, we also have a preview of the Arkansas governor's race for this year. 3 candidates are running this time around. Republican Governor Sarah Sanders is running for re-election, and 2 candidates in the Democratic Party, State Senator Fred Love and Supa Zay-Persitmays, a businesswoman from Bentonville.
I was born in Arkansas. I have never left Arkansas, and I'm going to ensure that Arkansas works better for all Arkansans.
I am not a politician. I am a peopletician. What's that mean? It means that I run to serve the people, the constituent of the state, not the party, not the position, not the politics.
Whoever wins the primary will run against Governor Sanders. The governor's campaign manager spoke about her efforts to improve education in the state.
Arkansas has made a lot of great strides on that front, whether it's highest starting teacher pay in the country, focusing on literacy, ending indoctrination in our classrooms, empowering parents in their children's education.
Again, primary election day is March 3rd, with the race between the Democratic winner and Governor Sanders set for November.
And we have a full voting guide for next month's primary. That's on our website. You can find it at 5newsonline.com, or you can just text the word vote to 479-785-5000, and we'll send you a link to that election guide. Well, today, Washington County Judge Patrick Deegans will give the annual State of the County address. He'll speak during the quorum court meeting tonight, which is at 6 o'clock at the courthouse. A spokesperson for the county says that the judge will talk about the county's accomplishments, the efforts to manage resources, and even goals for the future. We'll keep an eye on that and bring you an update on what happens there. Well, right now, taking a live look in Fayetteville. This is at the Washington County Courthouse, where a murder suspect, Casey Jennings, is expected to have a pretrial hearing today and tomorrow to address some pending motions in the case.
Jennings is charged with capital murder in connection with the 2022 death of his ex-girlfriend, Allison Castro. Earlier this month, the Washington County judge ruled Jennings was no longer allowed to represent himself, reversing an earlier decision. Lawyers have been assigned to the case, and Jennings' planned trial date for this month has been postponed. It's now scheduled to begin on June 10th. And Jennings is facing the death penalty.
Well, at the Capitol this week, Arkansas State Police and lawmakers are discussing pursuits and pit maneuvers. That's when a law enforcement officer intentionally rams a fleeing vehicle to get it to stop. Now, proponents claim that the procedures end chases quickly and ensure an arrest. Opponents also say it could lead to troopers, civilians, or suspects getting hurt or even killed. Now, back in 2023, Arkansas's an act was passed making fleeing from police a felony. State Police Colonel Mike Hager says in the years since it was passed, pit maneuvers have decreased.
We have seen the number of pursuits decline 29% from 2023 through 2025. We had 180 fewer pursuits last year than we did in 2023. That means 180 fewer opportunities for innocent civilians, law enforcement officers, or suspects to be injured or killed because of a suspect's selfish choice to flee from troopers.
Hearing comes a month after a state trooper conducted a pit maneuver on an innocent family driving on I-630 there near Little Rock, mistaking their car for a fleeing suspect. The trooper has since been fired. Colonel Hager said that the family was uninjured and the trooper's actions were, quote, inexcusable. Well, British police have arrested the brother of King Charles in their investigation into the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
Former Prince Andrew was taken into custody this morning. Tina Kraus is tracking developments in London.
The arrest of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the younger brother of King Charles III, comes on Andrew's 66th birthday. The former prince, who was stripped of his royal titles late last year over his ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, is now in custody on suspicion of misconduct in public office. Police arrested him at his home on one of the king's royal estates this morning, a few hours outside of London. They're now carrying out searches at 2 addresses in the area. They're also assessing reports the former royal sent sensitive trade reports to the billionaire pedophile back in 2010. Multiple police departments across the UK previously said they were reviewing ties between Andrew and Epstein, including allegations a woman was trafficked here to Britain by Epstein to have a sexual encounter with the king's brother. Andrew has always denied any wrongdoing in relation to Epstein, saying he regrets their friendship. The arrest of a member of the royal family is an extraordinary development, considered unprecedented in the modern history of the British monarchy. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
Well, in California, the search is underway for a skier after an avalanche hit Lake Tahoe.
Authorities say so far they have found the bodies of 8 skiers who died and 6 people who were in the same group and found alive and rescued. The avalanche hit Tuesday morning as the group of 11 skiers and 4 instructors were returning from a 3-day trek. Emergency crews helped rescuers find those survivors, 5 women and 1 man.
They were sheltered. They had themselves already started, looking for their teammates and their clients that were missing.
While authorities have not released names, the company that led the group, Blackbird Mountain Guides, released a statement saying it's mourning the loss of 6 clients and 3 tour guides. Questions are now being raised about why the group stayed on the mountain until Tuesday when an avalanche watch was issued on Sunday morning.